War is more often than not a pretty big deal in Hearts of Iron 4. By the end of a war, one of the belligerents is very likely to just disappear off the face of the earth, more so than other Paradox games, where it may take a few more wars to kill off a big country. War justification is also taken very seriously, as the allies will always try to guarantee whoever you're trying to justify on. However, what if countries just received war justifications from the heavens? What if every once in a while, countries just randomly got justifications on one of their neighbors? Let us find out. As always, the mod will be in the description. Let's get started. Alright, well, let's check in on this world after random wars have probably consumed millions, if not tens of millions of lives. Definitely tens of millions, by the way. Millions was a bit of a under-exaggeration. Tens of millions have definitely died because of these random wars that were given to these countries by the heavens. First thing to mention, Switzerland. You survived. They're the only ones in mainland Europe, like mainland Western Europe, sorry, to just like not have succumbed. Good job. Good job. Greater Lithuania and Lithuanian Poland. The Russian Empire really wanted Czechoslovakia for some reason. Cyprus is Japanese, that's always good to see. The Hellenic Republic only has Crete. The Arabian Republic is this one desert province. What, 1.32 million? Isn't this like the full desert? Never mind. Oh, Riyadh is in the... I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Afghanistan is mostly whole, I think. I think that's a bit bigger than normal Afghanistan. Good job, Afghanistan. Bhutan also had the Switzerland treatment of just not changing whatsoever. Chinese Dominion, I believe it is of Japan. And they're not looking so good. They're getting pushed by the Russians. I stopped it in 1955 because it usually gets really laggy after like 1955. Yeah, so Russia's making a big advance into China. So if we let this go for a bit longer, they probably would have taken the Chinese Dominion. Argentina owns half of South America. Well, a bit more than half. I'd say 2/3. So that's good job, Argentina. I'm very proud of you. Portugal tried to do a little reconquista. Doesn't seem to be going that well though. So Portugal, well, you tried. Nicaragua owns a bit more than they should. But I'm not going to elaborate. I just think, why Nicaragua? Yeah, I don't think you deserve all this. But you know, the Mexican Republic owns Texas and very little else. And Africa is mostly decolonized. So yeah, overall, I think this is a very Russian world. So there's a few wars. I'm just gonna go through the three wars that have majors in them. So here we have the Brotherhood of Europe versus the Allies. So 4.3 million have died in the Brotherhood of Europe. 7.11 million have died in the Allies. And we have Chad fighting along with the Allies with no faction. 58,000 dead. So yeah, I'm not sure why the Russian Empire, a fascist power, is in the same faction as democratic Germany, but you know, like, things happen, I guess. Things happen when random wars just spark throughout the globe. Another war that's going on is the Italian-German War. So we have the Pan-Slavic Workers' Commune, I believe. Let me see. So what is it called? Sorry, the Pan-Slavic Workers' Congress. So we have the Pan-Slavic Workers' Congress, that is led by Japan, by the way, the most Slavic nation I know personally. So this war is a bit deadlier than the other one. We have 10.66 million dead in the Brotherhood of Europe and 19.93 million dead in the Pan-Slavic Workers' Congress, led by Japan, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. So yeah, a lot of people died, and Afghanistan is fighting alone, along with the Brotherhood of Europe, in no faction, against the Pan-Slavic Workers' Union. I don't know who started this war. I think it's the aggressors. So I think the Brotherhood of Europe started this, and Afghanistan just wanted a piece of that pie, a piece of that Japanese pie, I guess. So the other one is the Russian-Canadian War. I failed to see how this is different from the first war that we looked at. Yeah, it doesn't look that different. It just looks like Canada, and like, the Allies haven't joined yet, but they joined in the other. I guess Russia declared one Canada individually, and then, I don't know, some shenanigans happened. Okay, we're gonna look at the other wars, actually. I said I was only gonna look, but I'm curious now. So, Denmark and Finland are teaming up against their Nordic brothers in Sweden. Very interesting. This is a very lopsided war, as you can see. My goodness. Yeah, this is not... I'd say lopsided, but they're losing almost as much as Sweden. Huh. Even though they should have more divisions. They're making big blunders, I don't know. And then we have the Sahrawian-Mauritanian War, where I guess it just started because no one has died, and or maybe this has been going for a while, it's just that nothing's happened because none of them have divisions. So, you know, they have no soldiers. They're just at war in their hearts, right? They're not even fighting on the fronts. They're just like in their minds they're at war. They're actually like schizo warring right now. We took a brief look at it, but let's look at this faction map now. So, yeah, the Pan-Slavic Workers' Congress. seems to be the second biggest faction. The Brotherhood of Europe definitely is the biggest one, I think. And then the Allies are the third biggest one. Usually there is like small little factions that we do not notice. I'm gonna look for them. Okay, no, so it seems that there is only 3 factions left right now, which is the Pan-Slavic Workers Congress and Brotherhood of Europe and Allies. And this seems, oh, well, yeah, I think, I mean, Russian Empire does just own most of the world, so I guess most of the world is fascist. And then the second most popular ideology seems to be democratic, and then third, maybe, yeah, second and third, like, probably tied around or non-aligned and democratic. And we have a few communist powers here, as the People's Republic of Ma and, what is this? The Tamil Sinhalese Socialist Federation. I remember that from the HOI4 All Names video, the 1-hour video. And the Maldives are also communist, the Maldive Commune. Yeah, it's mostly fascist, then like democracy maybe is second. Let's look at the scores. So the top 5 in terms of score are Republic of Italy in 5th, the German Republic in 4th, the Chinese Dominion in 3rd, Japanese Shogunate in 2nd, and Free France in 1st. In terms of army score, Canada is in 5th, Japanese Shogunate is in 4th, Chinese Dominion in 3rd, German Republic in 2nd, and Russian Empire in 1st. As for naval scores, Spain is in 5th, United Kingdom in 4th, Free France in 3rd, German Republic in 2nd, and Japanese Shogunate in 1st. For air score, the Republic of Italy is in 5th, German Republic in 4th, Chinese Dominion in 3rd, Japanese Shogunate in 2nd, and Free France in 1st. As for industrial score, which is kind of predictable, honestly, the Chinese Dominion is in 5th, the United Kingdom is in 4th, the Japanese Shogunate is in 3rd, the German Republic is in 2nd, and the Russian Empire is 1st. Not that big of a margin, it's about the same margin as Japanese Shogunate from the German Republic, but that's still quite a big margin from 1st to 3rd, right? That's like almost 1,000 more. And by land score, we have Canada in 5th, Chinese Dominion in 4th, German Republic in 3rd, Japanese Shogunate in 2nd, and Russian Empire in 1st. I'll finish looking at the scores, but then I look up here and there is more factions. There's the coalition of the Free Commonwealth States and the American Compact. I don't know who's in those factions. Okay, so I have sad news and I have happy news. The sad news is that I cannot find the Free Commonwealth State Union or whatever it was called, but I did find the American Compact, which is led by Cuba. Cuba, which is, you know, the nation that I used to spectate. I don't know how they made or joined a faction. I guess they got invited to it and they automatically accept somehow. I'm not sure. But the American Compact is Cuba. But I cannot find a Commonwealth for the life of me. I cannot find the Commonwealth of Free States or whatever it's called. There's probably some in some island in the Pacific. I'm too lazy to look at all the colors. However, yeah, well, that's probably a good end to the... Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to mention, Switzerland is part of the Pan-Slavic Workers Congress. They're kind of fucked, right? Like, I don't know how they're already not fucked, right? Because they're at war, because they just didn't join. Or sorry, never mind, they're in the war. It's just that they're surrounded by all sides, yet they're not following. Switzerland kind of OP, what the fuck? They're surrounded by all sides. They're fighting the whole world other than, you know, the Pan-Slavic Workers Congress. But they're holding out, man. They're actually holding out. They're at war with the Allies and the Brotherhood of Europe. They're surviving, you know. Yeah, you know what? Like, that's a good note to end on. Good shit, Switzerland. Alright, well, that's it for that one, folks. I feel like that was the first HOI4 video I've made in a while, and I think it turned out pretty good. It was a very interesting idea for a mom. As always, I do not know what to say in these end segments, but I guess subscribe and have a good day, guys. See ya.